hey, yeah, we'll go to Finland. I was like, you in Finland? No, please, no. I'm studying right now management engineering, but at first I started with energetic engineering, but then I understood that it was a little bit too much for me. Family for the Italian person is the first things. I went in Cambridge, for example, Limerick.
Wow.
Then I went to New York.
Wow.
Yeah. I think that all the things that you do in your young age will be more easy to you to do. When I was 14, so 15. So it was quite young. And I went out for the first time out of my comfort zone. I will do better than you, so haha, for you is not. But I can go by myself. If you are going with me, I'm okay. If not, for me it's the same. There is not the direct connection between the teacher because it's just a speaker. For us, it's just a speaker. It's 250 person, and there was like 6 girls. Women they can earn less, or I don't know. There is some difference between a gap between the two gender. You cannot be a boss just because you're a girl. Like push you out of the comfort zone, because only if you are going out of the bubble, you can understand if you like the bubble or not.
Hello and welcome to the Swades Podcast. Our today's guest is Giorgia. She comes from the small town from Italy, studied in Milan, went to US and also to Finland. Her journey is amazing and very relevant in today's perspective to every other girl out there. She talks about family. She talks about how close the relation should be. She talks about how her education has played a very important role in her personality. Her main point from the podcast is about how to come out of comfort zone. Imagine at the age of 14 and 15, coming out of the comfort zone, going abroad, going on different kind of ventures, exchange semesters, study abroad. Giorgia talks about the women empowerment. She talks about how important it is the equal education for women and for men. Let's dive into the podcast and learn more about Giorgia and her life. All right, Giorgia, welcome to the Swades Podcast.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me.
How are you feeling today?
I'm good. Today is Saturday, so weekend is coming and everything's good. There is a sun, so good mood.
I think the weather has been a very common topic that has been changing our moods. How about you?
Yeah, I'm really meteoropathic. Like if it's raining, you can see on my face it's raining. If there is a sun, of course, everything is more beautiful and smiling.
Yes, that's a very important thing, I think so. So we are very much connected with the weather. How has been the weather treating you in Finland?
Yeah, at first it was a little bit hard to me because I'm a really cold person. Mm-hmm. So, of course, when I say to my friend and to my family, hey, yeah, we'll go to Finland, they was like, you in Finland? No, please, no, because you will be dead. Because, of course, for me it's really hard. Mm-hmm. But instead it's not, you have to just put 4 or 5 layers on you and everything is good. You can just, okay.
Yeah, I like this sentence, like 4 or 5 layers.
Yeah. Yes, of course.
Yeah, you really need to keep yourself warm. Sometimes the weather is very tricky, right?
Yes. Yeah. And I remember the first day I came here, my tutor said, if you do not feel cold, you have to walk. Walk all the day. The bus stop it will arrive in 10 minutes, walk to the other one. So, yes, I'm keeping going to walk every day in every place.
That's really good to know that how you've adopted so far. So you're taking the advices very seriously, which is very good.
Yeah, just to survive.
Just to survive, yeah. Yes. Hey, Giorgia, do you want to just tell me something about yourself? Who are you?
Okay, I born in a small city. I'm only child. The name of the city is Sanremo.
In Italy?
Yeah, in Italy. Yes, of course. Sorry. Mm-hmm. In Italy, and I'm only child. I did all my study in my own city, and then at the age of 19, 18, I went to Milan to start my new life at the university. I'm studying right now management engineering, but at first I started with energetic engineering, but then I understood that it was a little bit too much for me, not my topic. So I decided on the first year to change it. And then I started a run because, of course, I lost 1 year and I want to keep my studying on time.
Yeah.
So I do a long run. Then I got my bachelor graduation in 24 of the last September. So right now I'm the master.
All right. Okay. Hey, you talked about 2 degrees here, right?
Yes.
So it is management engineering and then
energetic
engineering.
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me something about that first?
Yeah, of course. Okay, energetic or energy engineer is more like study, I would say, sustainability things, like, I don't know, how does it work, for example, the difference between, I don't know, sustainable engineer or fossil material. Is more like, I think, technical things.
Yeah.
Of course, at the first year of all the engineering, you are studying the basic, like analysis, physics, informatic.
Okay.
So it's the basic, but at first I decided it was not my topic. So I changed to management. It is more like business.
Yeah.
It's a mix of business, economic. Like I did strategy and marketing, but I did also operation management. It is more vertical, we can say.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
you felt like, you are more towards the management perspective, understanding managerial processes, than to understand or, towards the science, because I think the energy management has to do with a lot of science and understanding the sustainability, the process that are involved into those
exactly
fields. Okay,
yeah.
Which is good. Okay, that's like amazing to understand, how situations are evolving, because in the management as well, or in the normal operational process of any business, we are now talking about sustainability in every aspect. How can we make sure that we are, making sure that the energy consumptions are less and utilizing or recycling the goods, for example, at the maximum. So that has been anyhow the core for that perspective. Good to know that you are from Italy and you have landed in Finland. The weather has been very kind of a subject in your life. I think you're going to talk all the time when you go back home.
Yes, this is one topic, of course.
Yeah,
yes.
and I think the Italian culture is so warm and amazing. I think that's amazing history also connected with that. When you think about your culture, what are the best thing that you recall?
Okay. Come in my mind a lot of things, but the first one is the family and the meaning of the family. Like, I think that, as you said, we are really warm each other. Yes, of course, and the family is at the maximum. We feel a protection of the family. I remember that when I changed my master and my bachelor from energetic to management, a thought to come in my mind. It was like, okay, but I'm doing this part also for my parents. So like, we want to be proud of our parents, and I think that is a really, really important thing. Like, family for the Italian person is the first things.
Okay.
And then, of course, your family first with the parents and then with your child. Of course, it's going generation by generation. But this is the main things, I think. So
so family plays a very important role in Italian culture. That is very important. That's that you might be having a lot of your friends, for example, around there. How do you see that you have been in Milano, in Milan, for example, and then you have been in your home country and then in Finland? How do you see the difference of transition?
Yeah, okay. Of course, now I have 3 types of friends. One from my own town, then my friends from Milan, then my friends here. Of course, there is totally different because in my home country is the friend that I born with, so we grow up together.
Yeah.
In Milan, it was totally different because it was from all the part of Italy.
Yeah.
So it was not only from Sanremo, but I don't know, from Rome, from Pescara, from another place. And here is another step because here there is Spanish, French, Czechia, I don't know, whatever, Austria.
Yeah.
There is a lot of persons, so it's another step. Yeah. And it's so nice because, of course, one my barrier at first was the languages.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I can be friendly without my own languages. I don't know how to be kind. I don't know how to be funny,
Yeah.
just funny. So I was like, okay, I will try to be, I will try to show as I am in another languages. So it was difficult first because
I think it's kind of an amazing journey, isn't that? Like, coming out of your shell, and the beautiful aspect is like different cultures. We are judging ourselves like how to behave, but then also learning at the same time, like how is the humor there? How should you position your tone of communication, and also learn from them at the same time. And I think it's not your first exchange, is it? Or have you been visiting many other destinations as well in your career? Have you been going elsewhere?
Yeah. When I'm talking with my exchange students here, I say that it is not my first experience because when I was 17, I went 4 months in Ireland in a family. So this was my first experience because, of course, I was neither on the major age. So I was 17, I was too young, and I was in the high school. And so the language of English was zero. And I was in a family, so another family, not my family, with the 2 brothers. I'm only child, so it was totally different for me. So yes, that was my first experience. And I would say that every summer I'm doing 15 days abroad. I went in Cambridge, for example, Limerick.
Wow.
Then I went to New York.
Wow.
Yeah. Because of the practice and to know a new culture, met new person, and I think this was the best decision in my life doing that.
Wow.
Because
Did you feel difficult to think even about coming out of your comfort zone? Because when you are in your home country, you speak your own language, you know the culture, you have accessible, you know how to spend a day, basically, But you leave behind everything and you think about like, okay, let's try something else and go and learn new things. That is difficult, isn't that? Is it so that you were scared sometimes to think about like, should I go to New York? Should I go to Finland or not? What is it that motivates you to go out of that comfort zone?
Okay. Okay, I have a really deep thought about that. I think that all the things that you do in your young age will be more easy to you to do. Like I did my first of this when I was 14, so 15. So it was quite young, and I went out for the first time out of my comfort zone. But it was in a safe place because there was a group leader, there was only Italian person with me. Like we was 200, of course, we met a new person, but it was not too difficult to do that.
Yeah.
And so if you start when you are young, it will be not too difficult to do. Like for me, of course, you have to put effort first, but you can adapt yourself in a quick time.
Yeah.
So like I remember when I was in Ireland and was 6 years ago, to adapt myself, I took 1 month, 1 month and a half, and now when I came here, it's need only 15 days, for example. Just because
to adopt.
Because you are more adaptable to the situation, of the environment, of the person, on the everything. So and I would say that I'm not really a routine person. I hate the routine, so I like to change every time. And one thing that I like of the university that you have every semester new subject and new schedule of the hour. So that's perfect for me. I can change every semester in my life, and for me it's perfect. I like that part.
I think this is the best thing that the advice that we can get it today from you. I mean, you being so young. And at the age of 14, I would say, I think at the age of 14, you might want to use just social media. and so many comfortable outlets that we have, to let you go out and challenge yourself. But you did. And then now when you think back, now you take a very less time to adapt. And it's nice to know that you're, comfortable with your schedule. So, and you like the studies which you do, because this is something new that brings to you in every semester.
Yeah, exactly.
In that sense. So very good point. Because nowadays, we are thinking about there has been a lot of discussion on this matter, how to challenge, how to, let's say, deal with the subject of mental health being and loneliness, for example. As a human, we go through a circle, right?
Yes.
And of course, there are many life situations or, that we have been doing that helps sometimes, but then sometimes it doesn't. So since you have been so much energetic and I would say you are a learning kind of a personality that would like to explore in that sense, how has you been dealing with when it comes to mental health being and loneliness, for example, how you deal with such things? Do you ever have faced, for example?
Okay, yes. Of course, when you are only child, basically you don't have no one to play when you're young because you don't have a big brother or a small sister, a little sister. You don't have anyone. I don't want to say that my parents are missing some to me because it's not true. They give all the
love.
Yeah, all the love that they can do. But of course, there is one part that you know that in future you could be alone. Okay, so of course it is a thought in my mind. But I try always to, fill that hole with friend and of course boyfriend. Why not? So a person that can take care of you, and that you can take care of them. To explore, going away, be open mind. You can try your perfect match because, you don't have a blood connection or something like that, but you can find a mind connection, a heart connection. So it's quite difficult because, of course, it is not already prepared or is not already in your house. You have to find it. Yeah. But there is so many kind person around you, and you can just go deeper on their personality as we are doing right now.
Yeah, I think so.
And you can just
connect.
Connect. I'm more a listener compared to a speaker, so this is strange for me because usually if we are taking a coffee or going to a restaurant, I'm more a listener. So this is a new perspective of me.
Yeah, that's nice. That knowing yourself is also a very nice thing. Not many people try to take moment to understand themselves. I think that's also very important, to know yourself. You're a listener, you're a person who takes cares, you know how to connect. And you have been raised in a way that you really want to, contribute also to other people in your lives as well. So I think that plays a very important role. And there are different ways to challenge yourself when it comes to the mental health being giving back to your body as well, in that sense. So I think that's very, very nice to know that you're keeping that personality, and continuing that. Great. So everyone have their some pasts have some influence on the personality. Or the culture, for example. You did talk about the parent and the child relationship. What is something different that you think that has strengthened your personality while you were raising or while you were growing in Italy?
Okay. I think Italy is quite big because, of course, there is so many differences between the north and the south, for example. And so I'm from the north. My father born in Rome, so the center, we can say. And my all family, like granddad, are from the south. So I have a mix in my body of culture, Italian culture. And this is good because I can be an introvert person like the north person, or I can be really warm to the other person like the south person. Yeah. So this is one topic, of course. And another cultural things that can change my direction of my life, I think, is the competitiveness.
Okay.
Okay. Different compared to here. Here is more collective things we can do together. If you are doing something wrong, I can give to you and we can go together. I don't think it is like that. There is more individualism, for example.
Okay.
It's not I will do better than you, so haha for you. It's not. But I can go by myself. If you are going with me, I'm okay. If not, for me it's the same. This is
so like self-confident you're talking about, or
self-confident, and I can do by myself.
Yeah.
Okay, and I will go and keep that goal just for me, not for the group. It's more individualist culture, and this is not quite good because, of course, if you are in a team or in a group, you can reach more goals together, maybe, or maybe a goal but with less time because we are in a group. But no, I remember one time I was missing 2 lessons of one subject, and I asked to a random person, "Hey, can you give your paper that you wrote
some
the things?"
advices maybe?
Yeah, some
guide me,
advice or the notes that the teacher gave to us, the last 2. He say, "No, why you weren't here?" Sorry, I was missing. So yes, so this is one thing. Like, what's your problem? If I take because the ranking in Italy is from 1 to 30. Okay. So 30 is the maximum. You can took 30 cum laude. That is, you are the best one. Okay. But of course, if I took 30 or 18, you don't care about me. Like, it's my own degree or my own vote. So why you don't have to give to me the notes?
Yeah.
This is one example.
So then you're talking about the education. Now we are coming towards the education perspective. Every student have their own journey. You know, they have got some education back home. Like, you have been very well raised in Italy. Have been getting education there. And then you also experience exchange semester to different part of the world. But profoundly now you are in Finland.
Yes.
What is the core difference, or let's say, what are the pros and cons that you would like to talk about or highlight between these 2 education systems that you think has been impacting in a great way, or there is something that you would like to highlight that should be improved, for example, from the both perspective, let's say?
Yes.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. On this topic, there is many things. The first that really impressed me at first was the number of students. Because, of course, here, like, for example, in our class, there will be 30 person, more or less. In my master course, we are 6, 7 person in one course, and it was, wow, that's crazy. Because in Italy, in a class, it depends on the course, of course, but to give an average, you are 200 person in a class. Yeah. And there is no the direct connection with the teacher. The teacher is just a person that is speaking to you because he know more than you, so you have to learn on him. Yeah. But nothing more. Like, sometimes I forgot the name of my teacher, but it's not because I don't care about them, just because I have too many. And
did you say 250? Like around 250 or 300? Okay.
Yeah.
That's a huge number.
Yeah, 200, 250, it's a lot, yes. Yeah. And there is not the direct connection between the teacher because it's just a speaker. For us, it's just a speaker, and it's really, really difficult to keep the connection and keep the concentration on the topic. Okay. Because, here is more, I feel more friendly with my teacher. Of course, we can say by name. In Italy, you have to say sir, and the surname. So it's quite different. Of course, they want to take the distance between you because they have maybe 2 degrees and they work for 20 years and you are just a student. This is the first thing that is crazy. Another thing is that here we can say there is balance between girls and boys. Okay. It's 50-50, I think, or more or less the same. Yeah. I never saw many differences. In engineering, in Polytechnic of Milan, that is my university, it's crazy. I remember the first 10 days that I went to my university, and was the energetic faculty. Yeah, and there was 250 person, and there was like 6 girls. So I remember one time, and I was in a class like the auditorium, something like that. And I came into the class, and all the boy was looking at me because it was a girl in their course. It was crazy. It was crazy because only 6 girls in 250 person. Yeah. You feel under pressure.
Yeah. Of course, you get carried away. You get sometimes stressed because you are being highlighted among so many students. So I can understand that.
Yeah. It was crazy. Yeah. And I would say when I changed to management, managing is more not technical things. And there is more balance. I know it's not 50-50.
But at least,
Yeah, 30-70. Yeah. Or 40-60.
Okay.
Depend of the course. But the difference is crazy between here. Because
Yeah, and you were also talking about some kind of the education difference. The STEM education that you were highlighting at some stage. Would you like to talk about that?
Yes, of course. Like in Italy right now, they are doing so many incentives, we can say, for the girls to go in a STEM faculty because statistics, technology, or like mathematics, engineering part is the prevalence of prevalence of male, and so they are trying to do some incentives to the girl. Encouragement, yes, because there is this state of mind that the girl have to do more humanic things like psychology, the teacher, letter, for example,
medical profession,
or I don't know, hairdresser or something like that. But of course not. We are in 2025 and the world is changing, of course, at that part too. So
yes, it is.
I think that is working because compared to 15 years ago, I listened to conferences about that and they say that it's a good trend. So we are going up and this is nice because the balance, like this year, our rector of my university is the first woman, for example.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
And you feel happy about that?
Yeah, I'm happy about that because this is the representation of the good trend.
Do you feel like you have a cause that you feel proud, like the way you have achieved so far? You're in your education career. Do you feel happy about that?
Yeah, I'm so happy about that. And like I remember when I started to do my first year of university, my father more was quite worry about me because they say, women they can earn less, or I don't know, there is some difference a gap between the two gender, and I would say that I never feel something like that. I never, no one go to me and say, no, you are a girl, you cannot do this. No. And there is one topic I want to go deeper. And like I went in association in my whole country. Like it's a big, I could say network. Because they call it a junior enterprise. I think that here there is one similar. They call it GIS, something like that. But in Italy and all the Europe, we have it. There is 233 like association in different universities that collaborate together, and there is 36 only in Italy. And I'm one of part, and name is JEMP, Joint Enterprise Milano Polytechnic. And we are doing like something like consultancy for kind of business. It's the business marketing, design, and IT. So we are doing like brand identity or website or I don't know, business plan, market analysis, something like that. Yeah, that's crazy. And I think that my career changed like a lot.
Twicefold.
For this association. I'm so proud to be inside and I'm really grateful of the occasion. And in that, of course, in that place, we are working with the real client, real customers. A lot of customers, I don't want to say any names, but as a girl, I took my responsibility. Like I can be head of audit, for example. That is one of the area. There is HR, marketing, sales and audit. And I was head of audit for 8 months. And no one feel me like you cannot be a boss just because you're a girl. Or when I became project manager of one project that was based on strategy of LinkedIn. And I talked with a client. He doesn't feel me that I was a girl, so I cannot be a project manager. So I think that it's a good trend for that reason because I prove on myself, and I really like that thing.
And you're doing great. You're doing amazing.
Yeah.
Journey. There's an amazing journey that we are living throughout our time. With this conversation that you are so much actively involved in your own field, and you have been making sure that you are, having all kind of skills that are required for growing for the future and also the present. Since we are so much changing because of the technology, and especially the evolving AI models, and there has been very active kind of a conversation that, things might change. There can be a new job emerging, and there might be existing jobs that might go away. Since you have started the education and, within the 4 years or within the 2 years, things might change so quickly, and it has been changing. Does that worry you at some stage?
Okay. This is a discussion that I got with my parents because, like, with the artificial intelligence, everything is changing basically. So yes, it came in my mind, but I think that is just a change. Like, you have to adapt on that, and specifically in my faculty, I don't think that it could be one job that it will be disappearing. Okay, I don't think so.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a thing that you have to take care of that. Like, the school can give you a background, but the changing inside the institution, it go a little bit slower compared to the environment right now. So sometimes you have to mind the gap with your own research, for example, or listening conference, listening podcast, see YouTube video, or searching on, using ChatGPT, for example. You can search on it. You have to try to mind the gap by yourself about some stuff. For example, about the deep learning of everything. You have to try to know a little bit of data, a little layer of everything, because if not,
amazing.
You cannot just adapt yourself on the changing. So yes, it depends on the institution. Like, my master is based on 1 year. That is quite similar for every management engineer. But then you choose a stream. Like, for example, there is digital business, for example, or analytics for business, or business transformation and technology. There is some kind of stream, of course, or supply chain, or based on yourself. And I think that choose a stream on the 5th year allow you to choose them based on the environment, for example. Like, there is many stream based on the sustainable recycle, or, for example, circular economy.
I think that's very great that you have spoken out about, minding the gap and, reducing the gap or upscaling your skills with the technology changes, and nothing is going to replace, but, we can adopt it in a very positive manner, learn always, be up to date and making sure that you are at par in that level, which is very good. So I'm very happy to know that, at this stage, you are not worried, I'm not worried, we are not worried. What we are doing is that we are embracing ourselves for the change, which is good, because, this is very important topic in a way that there has been a lot of conversation. I think there will be many negative conversation rather surrounding the young generation, that what will happen about the new generation? Hey, come on. The new generation have the capacity, and I think the will and its strength, just like you, the way you have evolved yourself. So why not to embrace it and keep challenging yourself in order to develop your skills. Very good to know about that. Now, since we are trying to understand your whole journey, that's so inspiring in every manner. How do you maintain your lifestyle, let's say? How do you maintain your health, for example? What is a normal day for you to spend?
Okay.
In that sense?
I will talk about a normal day here in Finland. Okay. When I make the change of course, my home country in Italy and here, I have to adapt my routine that I don't like, but I have to adapt it.
Yes.
And I think that you should have some pillars on your life, and then you can create a house on it. Like when I came here, everything was destroyed. I have only the pillars and I have to recreate my house here. So I just adapt some things. For example, in Italy, I was going to the gym, for example.
Okay.
But here, I'm doing more. Like I went 4 times for a week. That is crazy for me because in Italy I don't have time to do this. But here, yes, because it's a quiet place. So basically, I can go get up at I don't know 8:30, 9. I really like sleep. So like with so much calm, I can get up and do my breakfast, and then usually if I have lesson, I come to university or not. Maybe I will study. I love get lunch with my exchange student friends because it is one time that we can just communicate between each other. How is going your routine? How is going your daily life? What's the exam that you did? So I really like to go to the restaurant with them.
Yeah.
And then in the afternoon, I want to take a moment for myself. So maybe go to a run or went to the gym or, I don't know, watching a film.
Very good.
Yeah, just some stuff with
Do
me.
you socialize as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am really extrovert and I really need to be in a group.
Okay.
Because I think that it's a good balance to know yourself and adapt yourself. You have to be in a group. So yes, I'm so proud because I really like my friend that I did here. And I'm really extrovert. I like to talk with a person. I remember this is one question that I always do to my friend that I knew. It was like, what was your first impression of me?
Okay, you do ask that?
Yeah, yes, because...
That's interesting.
Yeah,
like,
I
okay,
like
I would
the
also
answer.
do that. Like, do you like me?
Yeah, it's something like that because I really like, because
All right.
I can understand how was the first impression of me
Okay.
to the person. Maybe because I thought I was thinking that I'm really open book, like you can read because I'm really extrovert.
Yeah.
But then they say to me, "No, Giorgia, you're so mysterious." I was like, "What?" This is the difference between the perception of myself and the people that to me. So I was like, that's strange, and this to be awareness of ourselves. So like be in a group or have some friends is like a mirror.
Yeah. I think so. I think this particular examples reminds me of my one of friend. It's my childhood friend. So this one day, when we are in a college education, so you need to really choose it. So either you are going for engineering, or either you're going for medical, or computer science. So you have to really choose a field.
Yes.
And I wanted to become something I never knew. I was clueless. So here comes this of my friend, and he grabbed the form, and he will select the field.
Okay.
That he will select engineering for me, and he will knock the door, and he will say like, okay, hello, where are you? Hey, hi, I'm here. Here's this form for you. Like, what is that? Okay, no, I'm not going to go engineering. And then he will say that, what will you do then? And I said, I will going to listen to my dad. My dad want me to become a doctor, a medical doctor. And then he will say on my face, no, you will never become a doctor. You have to come to engineering. I know you. So they're so confident. Some friends are so confident, and they are kind of a mirror to you. And they will like to guide you in that sense. So I'm so much thankful for the social circle that I have, and I have now had as well, that we really see ourselves. And that's so beautiful. I mean, that's so amazing. That you are asking that, hey, how was my first impression?
Yes, I'm really direct.
That's so nice. That's so nice to know, like, okay, is there something that I should do, to improve maybe, But, I believe like every one of us is so beautiful in their own way, the way we are, and which is so amazing. Every soul is just lovely in that sense. And of course, every person have always an opportunity to add some layer in that sense. So thank you so much for reminding and taking me to the friend zone in that sense.
Yes.
Great to know. But that brings me to one question now, is that every personality, when they're growing, they have one inspiration or more than one inspiration. So there can be any public figure, then can be any celebrity, or then can be anyone in the family, for example, that you think that you have inspired a lot from, and you would like to reflect, you want to be like, or you might want to adopt something from that personality.
Do you have some such inspirational figures in your life that you admire?
Okay, the answer is no, but just because I have so many persons for so many different topics. Like, I think that is a sentence that all the parents want to listen. Like, I want to be a parent like my parents, for example.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wanna work in that company as my friend is doing. I don't know. I wanna be a cultural person or as another friend is doing. So I just try to keep around me a lot of person that I could take something from them, but not like in possession meanings, but just admire you in that topic. So
in that particular area,
So I would like to listen to you, or maybe try to copy you, or take some direction on that. So I don't have any celebrity of I don't know, the singer of my life or the actor of my life.
Okay,
but I think that was just because I'm really logical and pragmatic, we can say.
That's completely fine.
So if I don't know you, because I don't know how is the behavior of Leonardo DiCaprio, for example, I don't know him, so I cannot really be him like if I don't know him. So this is basically the thing. Like as first we was saying, I have to take contact with the person. I want to listen, but if I cannot listen, how can I understand from them? So the answer is not just for that, but I have a really main character of my life that I'm trying to take some
a bit of everything. In that sense, so completely fine. Which is also nice, if there's something to guide you, then something to inspire you, it's always helping. I mean, there has not to be any particular personality as well as you just mentioned, which is also amazing in that sense. That brings me to one question here, which is very important, I think, for the audiences. Do you listen to podcasts, by the way?
Yes.
Yes, you like the podcast?
Yes.
Okay. Not everyone at your age is listening to the podcast, but you're listening. Very good.
Yes.
So I think it's more connecting in that sense. So there are many out there, the young teenagers or students maybe, that are looking forward for their career, and of course many girls as well and boys as well. What is the one message that you would like to give to them? And also, motivating them for their future, because each of us are fighting a lot inside with different kind of situations, surroundings and challenges. What is the one message that you would like to give to the future generation, or something that should encourage them and motivate them to think about their future and never lose hope, for example?
This is really difficult questions, just because I'm doing right now by myself, so it's difficult to give you advice, but I can talk about my past. I would like to say, to connect one topic we was doing, like if you don't know which direction that you have to take, or if you are scared about something, like push you out of the comfort zone, because only if you are going out of the bubble, you can understand if you like the bubble or not. Okay. So if you are going out, then you can see in another perspective if the bubble is the right bubble for you. If it's not, you can change it only if you want it. If you not, like if you say, it's fine, I like it, you are deeply knowing about that you like it. So I don't know, like I want to give you an example. Like I don't know, I played 9 years volleyball. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
sports.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about that.
Yeah.
So you're a sports person?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to say
Welcome
yes.
back.
Yes. I really like volleyball because it was a team player. So if I was alone, okay, no worry, I will go to my team member and we can play together. Yeah, I really like volleyball. So I played 9 years volleyball. Wow. But at one time I was like, is that one my sport or not? I was like, okay, I know that it will be not my future, but is this one my sport or not? How can I know if it's my sport or not, if I'm doing only volleyball? So I change. I changed and I went to swim, and then I doing gym, and then I went to run. I did athletics, and then a year later, and then I understood that the volleyball was my favorite sport. But just because
what a great example! Yeah.
I did so many sports, and then I understood that volleyball gave to me something that no one other sport was given to me.
I think that's an amazing message that you have given here, that you really need to go out of your bubble, or let's say your comfort zone, to see what it looks like from outside. And then you can try something else as well. And then you can position yourself, which is very, very amazing in that sense.
Yeah.
Hey, Giorgia, thank you so much for being on our podcast. Thank you so much for having you.
Thank you so much for watching this episode until the end. There are 3 requests that I need to make it to you. First, please subscribe to the channel, which is very important for this channel to grow. Second, please like, comment, and share this episode with your loved one. And third, please don't forget to fill up the form if you want to be a guest of our podcast. Thank you.